Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. Will you join me today with an Abarth 595? Now I've filmed a couple of these little things, never really one which has been modified to this extent. My mum actually has an Abarth, so mum, if you're watching, this will be cool to do to yours. But this is Anthony's car. It's a huge build. We've got a fully forged engine, still a 1.4. This, as I said, being a 595 as well, where we've got a bigger turbo, fully forged, and it's running 341 brake, which is a lot for one of these, so it should be an absolute riot, literally a road legal go-kart. So we'll catch up with Anthony, he can talk us through basically what he's done to it, and then we'll go for a spin. Okay, we're joined now with Anthony, the owner of the car, mate. Thank you so much for bringing this little pocket rocket down for me to film today. You've been busy with this build. It's pretty crazy. So obviously there's a lot going on in here. It's all crammed in. As we said, it's got a fully forged engine in there, still the 1.4, I believe.
Yeah, it's obviously forged, as you said. I went with a Holset HE221 turbo. Yep. It's got a custom downpipe, 3-inch, custom exhaust, which is 2 3/4 inch, Vosner rods, the AIP head bolts, R8 coils. I've done the diff.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Which is the M factory one.
Okay.
I've done the Sachs clutch. It's got the 600, 660cc injectors.
Had a lot done to it then.
It's had a lot done, mate. Yeah.
all the major stuff which you'd kind of expect something to be done. Still running the standard ECU, I presume?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It is something I'm looking into, getting a standalone though. Okay,
cool. Just so you can customise it a bit and
yeah.
Because I suppose standalone ECU, the traction on that, you can just play around with it so much, exactly, yeah. The traction control. But yeah, it's cool to see the turbo right at the front of the engine. So obviously you didn't go straight to this power. Did you do it in stages?
No,
stage one?
I had it about 12 months, went round Silverstone, got absolutely dropped online by a GR Yaris. Wasn't very happy. So I was like, it was good in corners.
Yeah.
So I uprated to 305 and I did everything, like the turbo and all that, just above, apart from the forging, which was brilliant. I just did the forging just so that I could have the reliability for future.
Yeah, absolutely. And have you got switchable maps, or is it
I've got 2 maps, yeah. I've got 290 Summit base map, and I've got 341.
Nice. So you can tone it down if you wanted. But yeah, it's an awesome looking car as well. Red and black theme. Moving around, we've got a set of bowlers on it. Brakes, what is it? The
brakes have got the 4 pots. They are standard. I am looking to upgrade the discs, the lines and the fluid. Yeah. But it is OEM at the moment.
And actually, moving back to the front, actually, I noticed you're taking the fog lights out.
Yeah, we took them out.
Just for extra
cooling.
Cooling, yeah, exactly. So the exhaust, you said it was a completely custom system?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got that done at JP down in Stoke.
Awesome. These things do sound really nice, actually, for a little 1.4. They sound
good. Well,
proper
apparently, and don't quote me on this, apparently they only run 1 cat or something from factory when they should run 2. I don't know. Okay. But they're not completely legitimate when they leave the factory. Oh. Sounds Italian.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they do for a 1.4, yeah, they sound all right.
Yeah. In terms of the suspension, what is it?
I've got coilovers on, I've got yellow speeds on.
Cool. If that's pretty much everything, I think we'll get it fired up and we'll go for a spin.
Yeah, no probs.
It's such a light car, it just
well, it picks up at 3 and I've got all the way to 7.5, so
wow,
it's not too bad. It raised the limited.
Yeah. God, it revs for days, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you say revs to 7.5?
7.5, yeah.
Wow.
I think the 6.8, 6.9 from factory.
Yeah. Hear the turbo spooling up.
I love this turbo. There is bigger housings and bigger turbos available, but I mean it kicks up so early.
Yeah, it's quite a usable turbo from how it feels anyway.
Yeah.
And it grips well. Surprising. You'd think that it'd be spinning all its power away, but it's all right.
Yeah. I have got ditch finders on the back, but I've got PS5s on front.
Yeah, so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good tyres. But yeah, obviously the inside, you've done some bits in here as well.
I've not done too much. I have changed the stereo.
Yeah.
Just so it's got a pop out and sat nav on, and there's a quick release steering wheel.
Yeah.
That were purely bought for theft. Stop prevent theft. Yeah.
So when you park the car, you literally just take the wheel off.
Take it off. Yeah.
Rear seat delete as well.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I know that's not everyone's favourite, but I'm just seeing how it looks to see if it's a good idea for a cage, and I think it is.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's the kind of car which suits it. You know, there's no back doors, and the seat room, the room back there is pretty tiny anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I respect the fact that you've done something a bit different. Like you could get a stock VAG car or something, and it'll be about the same, but it's not unique. It's not different, is it?
No, I know it's not. It's like I said before you recorded. Like I know when I go to car shows, no one going to be looking at my Abarth. It's not what everyone wants to look at. But for me, when I found I had a choice of 4 cars, I think I narrowed it down to a Corsa DVXR, a Mini Cooper JCW. Can't remember what the other thing were. And this, I picked this, and I love this car. I just wish it put a 6th gear in.
My mum's one is obviously the same. She wishes they had a 6th gear as well.
Yeah.
I think there are some companies that can like put a different box in them.
Yeah.
So are we running just complete pump fuel right now?
Just shell,
Yeah. And no meth or anything like that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's like proper pump fuel out the box.
Yeah.
341.
Yeah.
That is,
if it were a colder day, it would have got 350, but it wasn't. It was 28 degrees.
Right, yeah. No, it's an awesome little car. Really cool.
There's obviously days where you take it to Mexico and it's keeping up with cars. It definitely shouldn't. I'm not going to sit here and say it's faster than M3s, faster than S3s. It isn't. It's just all the drivers.
Yeah.
You know, what they're willing to push the car.
Yeah.
I've had it a long time, I know what it will do, but yeah.
I can imagine it's good on a roll.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like from a launch, but it's not going to be great.
Turbo noise is insane.
I love the whistle.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds awesome. It's quite an unusual sounding car, actually. Whereas this, when you build up the revs, it kind of goes at quite high pitch.
Yeah.
It's nice. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to hold on as well.
Yeah,
Is it little 17s, aren't they, that's on this?
Yeah.
17-inch wheels, yeah. You do have to hold on, don't you?
You do a bit, yeah. But the diff was a game changer. That was one of the things I did at the beginning, and you could actually feel the difference.
It's like a little rocket, though. It's such a short wheelbase, such a light car.
Yeah, I think that was the fun element to it.
Yeah.
Even at 180, which becomes standard, they were pretty good fun. But like I said to you off camera, I went to Silverstone, and that GI Yaris could have been modified to high hills, but he went, and I was like, oh.
It just flew past.
Yeah.
Fair play to you, mate. And thank you so much for bringing it down. I really appreciate it. It was good to meet you and to film another Abarth for the channel. It's been a little while since I've been out in one of these, actually, so it's good to go out in one. And of course, if you do want to learn more about the build, then I'll leave Anthony's Instagram link down in the description down below. But for me today, that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure you leave a like and make sure to subscribe for all the adventures still to come.